be the cultural center of the country. So whether it was Philadelphia or New York, it turned out to be neither, and I'm not sure we're better off for it, but it was a deal in hand, and he made it. And then blunder 3. That becomes tricky. This is Hamilton now in the summer of 1791. He's 32. He's married for 11 years, and he has 4 children. He eventually fathered 8 children, but he had 4 at the time. And he runs into Maria Reynolds, who's 23, who's married, although her husband is something, at the very least, a cooperationist, I think, in her activities. And they set out to blackmail in what seems to me to be a pretty classic honeypot scam to set Hamilton up and engage him in adultery. And Hamilton falls for it. And he doesn't fall for it once. It's not, a one-night stand. It goes on for the better part of the year. Eliza's up in Albany. He's alone in the city, but not alone. A regular visitor to the Reynolds household, where her husband becomes something of a cooperator in this, and then takes on another role where he begins to extort Hamilton. And it takes Hamilton a good deal of time to break off. It's not for another 6 years before the news really gets out, and it's a political scandal of some magnitude. And Hamilton is in a fix because the bribe charge carries with it the aura of corruption, that he might have been buying people off, and if he was buying people off as Secretary of Treasury, he might well have had some side dealings going on. So what Hamilton does, compare it to recent comparisons that we have, and I was going to say blessed with a number of them. Hamilton writes a pamphlet, 60 or 70 pages, in which he does 2 things. He makes the case that he did not deal in any way with his office in an inappropriate way, defends his fiscal integrity, and then not only admits to the dalliance, although dalliance seems a little an extended dalliance, but goes into quite detail about it. I met her there, and then it was this, and then it was that, and we did. It doesn't get graphic, but he seems to have a need to be in full explanatory mode. It's tough at home as a result. This is not, as Hillary Clinton says, this is not Tammy Wynette at the moment, but Eliza has reasons to feel abused. She gets over it. And Hamilton seems, from that point on, to have been not only an honorable, but a very attentive husband and father. But it becomes one of those bludgeons that critics can use. And for Thomas Jefferson to use it really suggests that chutzpah is not limited to New York City. But I did find one quote that suggests current events. This is a Massachusetts Federalist trying to make sense out of Hamilton, who's his political hero, and he's gotten into such trouble. Hamilton is fallen for the present, but if he fornicates with every female in the cities of New York and Philadelphia, he will rise again. For purity of character after a period of political existence is not necessary a public patronage. I bless the sky for someone putting Trump on to Andrew Jackson rather than Alexander Hamilton, because he's still safe for us anyway. A testimony to his energy. This dalliance occurs midway between the report on public credit, which is 90 thick pages, and his proposal for the Bank of the United States, which he also carries off. A bank that's public and private, that mingles funds, that serves as a central